mentioned Chase Daniel before the break, and Baker's not been hurt yet, so he hasn't lost any playing time once he was given the starting assignment 2 seasons ago. But what do you think about Chase Daniels? Also, Marcus Mariota is a name that pops up.
Yeah, I'd be more comfortable, I said it before the break, I'd be more comfortable with a guy like Daniel or a guy like Mariota than I would a Drew Stanton. Just because I think they're better players. And I'm not saying you push for Baker's job, but you at least give him some, legitimate backup.
All right, so he played with the Saints for 3 seasons, played with the Chiefs for 3, the Eagles for 1, and the Chicago Bears last year and the year before. Last year he was 45 of 64 in for Mitchell-Trubisky, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in 3 games with the Bears last season. But talk about, you're talking about a mentor, or are you talking about a guy who will challenge for the starting position?
No, he's not going to challenge. And here's the thing. Nor would I want the Browns to bring in a guy to challenge. Now, having said that, if Mariota is your choice, I would think Mariota at his age, I still think he's 26, 27, something in there.
He's started an awful lot of games.
He's not going to necessarily want to sign up for, okay, you're understood to be the backup. You're not going to be, even if you have a lights-out camp and if you're an amazing practice player, you're not going to be the number one guy. It's going to be Mayfield. He would have a more difficult time accepting that, I would think, than a Chase Daniel would be.
No, but he might be able to look at Baker Mayfield and say, well, if I just keep my nose clean here, I can eventually take over the starting position.
Yeah,
I hope that doesn't happen if you're a Browns
We
fan.
in Cleveland hope Mayfield is a franchise quarterback, the one we thought we were getting with the number 1 overall pick, the one who looked so good in the second half of 2018. But I will say this, Les. It's an enormous year for Baker Mayfield. Year 3 is enormous because think, if he is so-so next season, that's 2 seasons in a row, and he's coming up on the all-important 4th year. So he's got to play well.
And a new administration and coaching staff.
And a new administration that might not be in love with him by the end of the season. And by the way, another thing, Les, and it's kind of scary to think this, the Browns need to win some games next year.
Sure.
They can't just say, well, it's a new regime. It's, Stefanski's got to learn. We all got to learn. Give us 3, 4, 5 years. Because imagine this. What if you go 5-11 next season? And you're coming off a 6-10 with Kitchens, and he was fired. You mean to tell me that new regime's not going to be feeling the heat in 2021?
No, of course they are.
And then all of a sudden you're doing that dance all over again.
Maybe some other coaching staffs will have more of a leeway to get away with it. But the Browns have put themselves so far behind based on the last couple of years that they can't afford too much of a honeymoon period.
Exactly. I don't think there is. And it's not just for Stefanski. I think it's for Barry, DePodesta, Stefanski, that alignment.
Yeah. No, the money is there, but they don't care about that money. They want the money coming every year for 5 years, I would think.
Right.
2-1